Just try numerical third question. No, that is a very easy one. Nothing is there. Y equal to 1 by 2 and y equal to cos x. You can even write the solutions itself. If you want cos x equal to 1 by 2, you can write general this is equal to cos pi by 3 and x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3 where n belongs to z. But you want between minus pi to pi 2, directly you can write minus pi by 3 and plus pi by 3. Others will go outside that. Number of points, it will be 2. Even if you look at the graph, they want only between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. The graph of cos x is just one loop here, upper one. We take equal to 1 by 2, there are only 2 points of intersection. Okay, this is a fairly easy one, nothing complicated. Okay, fifth question, they gave this equation between 0 to pi, they wanted the number of... Yes, somebody said something? Nothing. Okay, I think we have to use here cos a plus b into cos a minus b formula. You can write cos square a minus sin square b or cos square b minus sin square a. 8 cos x into, I am going to write it as cos square x minus sin square pi by 6. Okay, we are using the formula cos a plus b into cos a minus b is cos square a minus sin square b or cos square b minus sin square a. So I can take bx here and this 8 cos x cos square x. This is sin 30 1 by 2, square of that 1 by 4, and including this it will be 3 by 4. I can take this cos x inside, take LCM, or take 4 also inside, keep 2 outside, carry 4 cos x inside. It will be 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. And this is directly cos 3x formula. So from this we'll get cos 3x is equal to 1 by 2. Cos x, that is cos pi by 3. General solution is 3x equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. That is x is equal to 2n pi by 3 plus or minus pi by 9. As I said, mainly in the mains and advanced, they ask number of solutions than the solution, general solution. In IP, there may be quite a few questions on general solution. So here between 0 to pi, how many values are there in this list? We have to find. Either I can write all the solutions, or I can understand when x is between 0 to pi, 3x is between 0 to 3 pi. Between 0 to 3 pi, cos will attain 1 by 2. How many times? First quadrant, the fourth quadrant, again first quadrant. There will be 3 solutions. We can understand that. Somebody wants to write, writing here. When I put 0, 1 pi by 9 will be one solution. 2 pi by 3 minus pi by 9. What is that? That is 5 pi by 9. Directly from here, I'll get 3x equal to 60, 300. And next will be 420. If I divide with it will be 20, 100, and 140. This is pi by 9, so I think this is 5 pi by 9. She is 100. That's okay. Next, 2 pi by 3 plus pi by 9. That will be 7 pi by 9. Okay, so which is 20, 100, and 140 degrees also. So without writing these solutions as pi by 9, 5 pi by 9, 7 pi by 9, we can also directly understand x is between 0 to pi, 3x is between 0 to 3 pi. That is about the rotation, it is one rotation and plus half rotation. And if you want a cos value to be 1 by 2, we'll have 1, 2, 3, three solutions, 2 first quadrants and 1 fourth quadrant. Even if you look at the graph of cos x, okay, one full wave and one half wave. If you take equal to 1 by 2, there will be 3 solutions. So if it is number of solutions, it is not necessary to find the solution. Is it okay? Okay. Okay, so try to complete this one. If any doubt, please ask me. In the sixth question, anybody want to tell me the range of RHS? Anybody in sixth question, RHS, what is the minimum value?
So 4.
Minimum is 4s. Is it possible to find exact maximum easily?
No, sir.
Sin square x maximum is 1, sin square 2x maximum is 1, but don't attain maximum simultaneously.
Yes, sir.
So definitely maximum will not be 5, but something less than 5. Okay. So anyway, somewhere around between 4 to 5. LHS. Anybody want to tell what is the maximum value of LHS?
Less than 4.
Less than 4, not 4.
Less than or equal to 4.
Less than or equal to 4. Okay. More than 4, not possible.
So 4.5.
4.5 also possible, you are saying. Let me ask a question, let us see if somebody can answer this. Cos power 10x plus sin power 8x. What is the maximum value and how will you prove it? Okay, how to prove it? We'll tell later. Let us see maximum value. Anybody want to tell? We all know at 0 degrees it is 1, at 90 degrees 1, but in between maybe it may become more than 1, right? But it will never become more than 1. We'll see why. I'll tell you one very easy way of writing. Cos power 10x is less than or equal to cos square x. Is it correct or wrong?
Yes.
Yes, sir, correct.
Because you take a number which is between 0 to 1 and do power 5 of that. When you take a number between 0 to 1, higher is the power, smaller is the value. Okay, so this is less than. And sine power 8x is less than or equal to sine square x. Add these two inequalities.
Less than or equal to 1.
Less than or equal to 1. Right? Okay. So we may know that it is 1. Nothing wrong in having a feeling that maximum is 1. But to justify it, okay, this is one way to justify that. Same way here also the LHS is cos power 10x plus sine square x, and the cos power 10x is less than or equal to cos square x, so it will become less than or equal to 1. So LHS is less than or equal to 4, and RHS is greater than or equal to 4. So the only way they can be equal is when both are equal to 4. And you can see what x values which will give us both are equal to 4 simultaneously. Okay. So you can know. I was just giving a hint. You can verify for yourself. Okay. These are all numerical questions. At least most of them are past year mains questions, and miscellaneous also. Last few questions are past year mains. Okay. Still I have to discuss one or two questions I left in between. We'll come back to them. We'll continue to advanced material. Later on, we'll see those two questions. Okay, so if you have books nearby, pick up advanced material.
Sir,
Yes, please.
we can write sine power 8x as 1 minus cos square x whole power 4, no, sir?
Yeah, we can write also.
Then at 1 it is maximum like we can do, sir.
We already know that. You want to tell both? No. Then there's a problem still. When cos power 10x attains maximum, this doesn't attain maximum, it will attain minimum. If you want to write 1 minus cos square x whole power 4. This alone minimum is 0, maximum is 1. This alone minimum is 0, maximum is 1. Okay? But when this is attaining maximum, this is attaining minimum. When both attain maximum, no problem. When both attain minimum, simultaneously, no problem. When one is attaining maximum, one is attaining minimum, the sum is maximum or minimum or something in between, we cannot say. You may be wrong in some other case. Basically, one is increasing, one is decreasing, difficult to say. When both are increasing, easy. When both are decreasing, easy.
Sir, minimum cannot be 0, sir.
No, because both cannot be 0 simultaneously, right?
And it cannot be less than 0. So it will be between 0 and 1 only.
Yeah, something between 0 to 1. Yeah. And that minimum keep changing as you change the numbers. For example, if I take cos 20x plus sine power 10x, cos 100x plus sine power 40x, all these are maximum unknown. Okay, but the minimum by using calculus we can do it actually. Okay,
Yes.
find we'll study later how to find maximum or minimum of any function we can find by using calculus. There are some inequality techniques are there, like AMGM inequality and all. Somehow they can be manipulated slightly. Okay, and sometimes we can do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. We'll do advanced material single answer questions in that odd numbers.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, is there any proof for AMGM inequality?
Yeah, there's so many proofs. Okay. One simple proof already I think in the class I explained. Am I not? Maybe I never.
Yes, sir. Use graphs.
Yes, sir. Using
Use
logarithm.
graphs.
Yeah. Using logits graph I explained, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, I remember.
Yes. Actually, I was about to start inequalities for seniors revision, but somehow I started progressions. Otherwise, I would have sent those. If somebody want to see, you want to revise progressions, okay? Actually, I was not doing. That means there is a advanced material for revision, okay, in progressions. So I discussed the theory and I'm discussing some of those questions, okay. If somebody is interested, you can see in my channel, progressions revision class will be there, okay. At least 5 of them or some. I can send the links if somebody wants. Okay, where are we now? This is trigonometric questions. Page number 11. Yeah. Okay. You will find the advanced material is not very complicated. You'll be able to do comfortably. Okay, very first question. Cost material. Sin A theta plus cos B theta equal to 0. This will have a lot of solutions. When you write general solution, all those numbers, either all of them may be in AP or GP or 2 APs or something like that. We'll see why. If both are cos or both are sin, it's easier. One is cos, one is sin, also not an issue. Cos B theta equal to minus sin A theta. And minus sin A theta, I can write cos 90 plus A theta. Cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. And cos theta equal to cos alpha, it is easier. Okay. So B theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 2 plus A theta, where n belongs to z. I can take plus separately, minus separately. When I take plus and bring A theta this side, I'll get B minus A into theta is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 2. When I take minus, and that will be B plus A times theta 2n pi minus pi by 2. So this will give some answers, this will give answers, and we have to see what happens. So when I simplify this, I'll get theta is equal to 4n plus 1 into pi by 2 times b minus a, where n belongs to z. Here theta will be 4n minus 1 into pi by b plus a. When you really write all the solutions here, you will get pi by 2 times b minus a. I give 0. 5 pi by 2 times b minus a. 9 pi by 2 times b minus a. 13 pi by 2 times b minus a, so on. Even here also it's there. It's an infinity AP. It goes forever. Both sides. But they're in AP. You can even tell what the common is, right? So this is one AP. Here also same way. If you put 0, you'll get minus pi by b plus a, 3 pi by b plus a, 7 pi by b plus a, 11 pi by b plus a, so on. That is another AP.
2 times of B plus C.
Sir, it should be 2 times B plus A.
2 times b plus?
B plus A in the second case.
The second case, oh, by 2 I did not write. Thank you. Okay. So right in the beginning, when both are sine, I would have applied transformations. And both are cos, also I would have applied transformation maybe. But when one is sine, one is cos, better to convert sine into cos or cos into sine, and you can apply transformations or you can send one of them to this side. Converting both into sine, we'll get minus 1 whole power n, which we are not so nice. So I converted sine into cos, and cos theta equal to cos alpha, general solution. So the question 2a is all right. You can just read third question and try.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, what happens if we write minus sine a theta equals minus sine of minus a theta, and sine of minus a theta equals cos 90 minus theta?
Yeah, that theta is minus a theta there for you. So 90 minus a theta is 90 plus a theta only. Again, same thing is coming, right?
Okay, okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody any doubt regarding this first question?
No, sir.
Okay. Due to COVID situation, if somebody could not go for this last summer holidays that you are supposed to have, you can feel today you are in Kashmir or Switzerland somewhere.
Yes, sir, it's very cold.
It's colder than usual, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, third one, tan theta, tan 90 plus theta is minus cot theta. Tan theta minus 1 by tan theta equal to 0. You can multiply tan theta, tan square theta minus 1 equal to 0. Of course, whenever the denominator we are removing, we should also write that should not be 0. That's not going to come in the answer anyway, but still, sometimes you have to see that. And tan square theta, somebody can write tan theta plus or minus 1, or directly you can write 1 whole square, which is tan square pi by 4, and then theta equal to n pi plus pi by 4, plus or minus, sorry, n belongs to z. Somebody can write sine by cos here and cos by sine here. They may get cos 2 theta is 0 or something like that. Cos 2 theta is 0 means 2 theta is 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Theta is 2n plus 1 into pi by 4. Now option A is there, it's covering everything. Option C is covering only few. Okay. Option B, C, D are also answers, but they are not the most general value. Okay. That means there is one expression covering everything, not some of them. Somebody can get another answer also possible, which is 2n plus 1 into pi by 4. That will also cover all the answers. That is not given here.
Sir,
Yes, please.
if you give that 2n plus 1 into pi by 4, which is more appropriate, sir? This one or
No, both are correct. That also covers exactly the same list, nothing more, nothing less. So both are equally correct.
okay.
Okay, fifth one, the number of solutions of this equation in the interval closed interval 0 to 2 pi. Tan x, I'll write sin x by cos x. Secant x is 1 by cos x and 2 cos x. I can multiply cos x, I'll get sin x plus 1 equal to 2 cos square x, but I should also write cos x should not be 0 because denominator it is there. I cannot convert this sin into cos, but to convert this cos into sin. Sin x plus 1 into cos square x is 1 minus sin square x, and the cos x should not be 0. This one I factorize because even if I expand, I have to still factorize. So already factor is there here. 1 plus sin x will come common. If not, to bring one side, what is there? We get 2 sin square x plus sin x minus 1 equal to 0. And cos x should not be 0. This is sin x plus 1 into 2 sin x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so we'll get sin x equal to minus 1 or sin x equal to 1 by 2. Maybe same question in the mains we done yesterday. Not sure, but we cannot take this because when sin x is minus 1, cos x will be 0. So we should not accept this. So here, no solution. As cos x should not be 0. Here they wanted between 0 to 2 pi, only two solutions. So first quadrant and second quadrant. So from this we'll get x is equal to pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6. That's it. Two solutions. Okay. Main thing is anywhere secant x is there or tan x is there, we should make sure, or cosecant x is there, cot x is there, that they should not be undefined, or if they write in a ratio, denominator should not be 0. For that matter, anytime you have something in the denominator, you are sending to that side, that equal to 0 should be avoided. Otherwise, it will not be defined. Another thing, till now we did not come across maybe so much. We should never square an equation, in trigonometric equation especially. For example, let us say I have a question sin x plus cos x equal to 1. I could solve it maybe, but if I square it, I'll get sin 2x equal to 0. Whatever solution this has, the square of that also will have same solution, but it also will have some extra solutions. Let us say you are supposed to solve a equal to b, but you are solving a square equal to b square. Whatever solution this has, this also will have same solution. You will not miss any solutions, but you will get extra solutions. Why? This will also include solutions of a equal to minus b. So one should not think by squaring it, I'll get all the solutions. Yes, you'll get all the solutions, but you may get something more. For example, here when somebody squared it, you got sin 2x equal to 0. That also includes solutions of sin x plus cos x equal to minus 1 also. Alright. So in trigonometric equation, we should be very careful when you are cancelling something. Three things you have to be careful. When you are cancelling something on both sides, you should not do it. Take one side and common. Some denominator if you are sending to the other side, you have to make sure the denominator should not be 0. And you should not square it. Or even if you square it, you have to watch out that you'll get some extra solutions. So some of them may have to be removed at the end. Is it okay, Rhythm Day? Are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there. Yes, sir, clear.
Okay.
Sir, I squared the next question and got a different solution, sir.
Yeah. Sometimes it's actually nice to do mistake. You know why? You learn. No, sometimes you don't do the mistake. You don't learn something. Okay, it's good sometimes. There are different methods of teaching. Okay, I don't know all of them, but one or two things I know. One teaching method is called loud thinking. Loud thinking means not just to solve the question. Okay, a teacher should pretend himself as a student. He should be thinking, okay, let me try this. What will happen? Oh, this will not work. Like that. So whatever he's thinking in his mind, the thought process that went, he should be thinking loudly. Okay, speaking out loud, so that children will learn how to do, how not to do, or how to think. Another way of teaching is experiential learning. What is experiential learning is, as teacher, at least I can realize this more. Let us say I solved a question. Okay, I saw a question. It was a very difficult question. I tried to solve it, and at the end I got it. And I wrote a answer, a solution on a piece of paper. I may remember to some extent, but if I explain that to somebody on the board, I taught and explained to the class. Okay, generally I never forget. Sometimes I write something, I may forget, but generally when you explain something to others, you'll not forget. Okay. I don't know how much opportunity you have, but in a physical situation, when you have some break time or something, somebody can explain one question or one concept to others. Whether others benefit or not, you'll remember better. Okay, it's a very effective way to learn. Okay, so sin x plus cos x equal to 1. You can square it, nothing wrong, but be aware that you'll get some additional solutions. Somebody can easily guess that there are only two cases. This should be 1, this should be 0, or this should be 0, this is 1. There is no other case maybe. Okay, but why there is no other case? Somebody has to prove it. Okay, so one method would be, I'll divide with root 2. Obviously, whenever a sin x plus b cos x is there, we're dividing the root a square plus b square. Sin x into 1 by root 2 plus cos x into 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by root 2. Now, you can convert into sine or cos. Generally, cos you are more comfortable, but if an option is there in terms of sine, let us do it. So, you can also write this as sine x plus pi by 4 equal to sine pi by 4. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, sin a plus b. And then we can write x plus pi by 4 is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 4. Send this pi by 4 to that side, we'll get x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 4 minus pi by 4. N belongs to Z. So the answer is there, but let us try to find other ways of doing it. And all answers may be correct. I said an objective question, you should know what are the different ways to do a question. Okay, method 2. You can write this as cos x minus pi by 4 is equal to cos pi by 4. Cos A, cos B, plus sin A, sin B, cos A minus B. You will get x minus pi by 4 is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4 and belongs to Z. When you take plus, then that side will get x is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 2. You take minus and send to the other side, they will cancel, you will get x is equal to 2n pi. Either it should be even multiple of multiple of 2 pi or multiple of 2 pi plus pi by 2. Both are pi. Method 3. Of course, I can even convert everything into tan x by 2. Maybe we'll get this only. That is one way to do it. We may try that. But as somebody said, we can square it. But be aware that we'll get extra solution. Sin x plus cos x whole square equal to 1. When you expand, we'll get sin 2x equal to 0. So 2x equal to n pi. X is equal to n pi by 2. But all are not okay. When you write x values, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, so on. This is fine. This is for some minus 1, not okay. This is also for some minus 1, not okay. This is for some 1, okay. These two are not okay. Oh, this also okay. I stood about 4 pi, no? 7 pi by 2. We put 6, 3 pi. And then I did not have 3 pi here. 3 pi, 7 pi by 2, and 4 pi, and 9 pi by 2, so on. 3 pi is not okay, 7 pi by 2 is not okay, these two are okay. So after writing solutions, you have to understand some of them solutions for sin x plus cos x equal to 1, and some of them are solutions for sin x plus cos x equal to minus 1. Then you have to see how to represent them. Method 4. I can write sin x as 2 tan x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. Cos x is 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2 equal to 1. You can send denominator to that side, you will get 2 tan x by 2 plus 1 minus tan square x by 2 is equal to 1 plus tan square x by 2. So I was writing very small. Okay. I'm not intending to write a detailed solution, just to give a hint on that planning. So when you bring one side, it will become 2 tan square x by 2. 1 will cancel, equal to 2 tan x by 2. From that, you will get tan x by 2 0 or 1. That is, tan x by 2 is 0 means you will get x by 2 equal to n pi. And tan x by 2 is 1 means you will get x by 2 equal to n pi plus pi by 4. You will get same as this answer. This will give you 2n pi and this will give you 2n pi plus pi by 2. Okay. It is not necessary to write all of them. I am just giving an idea so that in some question you can use squaring it, but at the end neglect some of the options. Sometimes at least you'll remember the sin x, this formula can be used, cos x, this formula can be used. Okay. All methods are fine, but you can easily see this answer is there in the options, not the other ways. Option A is also correct, but that is not the complete general solution. Option B is also right, but that is also part of the answer. Option C includes both A and B. Surya, I think for others board is clear. You just wait for your network. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So for method tree, you are like checking the angles for which the sum of its sine and cos is -1, sir, and eliminating them.
Yes, here. Or I can say for everything you check, whichever gives 1, you accept it. Otherwise gives -1 or something else, doesn't matter. But anyway, there's no other chance in this.
Yes, sir.
Everybody should put on their videos. Even if it was one or more than one answer, they should ask whether they're asking the general solution or which of the following are solutions or something like that. The statement in the question matters. Somebody is asking the same question with more than one answer, should we put A or B? A is not the general solution, it is part of the general solution. Okay. They can ask which of the following are part of the solution set or something like that.
Sir, method for third last step, sir.
Okay, I cancel 1 here, brought this tan square x by 2 here, 2 tan square x by 2 is 2 tan x by 2. When I actually take that, you will get tan x by 2 equal to 1 or 0. When tan x by 2 is 1, we'll get this solution. When tan x by 2 is 0, we'll get this solution. Is it okay?
Sir, once again tell, sir.
2 tan square x by 2 equal to 2 tan x by 2. Bring one side and take common. You'll get tan x by 2 is 0 or tan x by 2 is 1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now got it.
Your wallpaper, it's possible to set such a way that in the every 5-10 minutes it will keep changing, or you have to change every time?
Have to change every time, sir.
Then while class is going on, you are doing it?
No, sir. Only once I changed.
Class should not be distracted. Before the class, we can do. Okay. Listen, Tarak, you want to tell something about 9th question, how to proceed? Listen, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how to do 9th one?
Yes, sir. Let me show you.
Okay, look at the question. Oh, you don't have material with you? That means not yet open? Okay, then later on I'll ask you. Yoshana, you have material with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you want to give some idea how to do 9th one?
I don't have advanced material, sir.
Advanced material only? 9th question. You don't have advanced material, you're saying? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who is this? Roll number 8. Who is that? Are you there? Roll number 8. Assistant or somebody? She may not be having a microphone. Okay. Okay, Giridhar. Giridhar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Giridhar, you have advanced material with you or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you want to tell me how to proceed with the 9th question? So they're able to do it, just do it and continue to 11th one and then 13th one, so on.
Yes, sir.
Alright, Giridhar, it's okay. You have to find the range of LHS. As long as A lies within that range, it will have solution, otherwise not. Okay. Generally, when I ask someone, I don't want to ask somebody else. Okay. Either I can help them or just tell. Generally, it's not so nice to compare the students. As teachers, generally, we sometimes say, look at that boy, look at this girl, how they're doing, why don't you do? I feel, I also have that habit, maybe it's not a good to compare with others. Okay. So, a sin x plus b cos x, we know maximum value is root a square plus b square, minimum value is root a square minus b square. So, 2 cos x minus 3 sin x is less than or equal to square root of 2 square plus 3 square and minus root over 2 square plus 3 square. And that is A. So, A should be between root 13 and minus root 13, then only we'll have solution, otherwise not. That is as good as mod A is less than or equal to root 13. Okay, that is option B. By the way, here option B is more appropriate, but in a sense, all options are correct. Because in the question they did not ask complete set of values of A for which this has solution. Okay, they asked issue. If mod A is bit less than or equal to root 5, also you'll have solution. And mod A is 5, no, 5 is not okay. And mod A is minus 1, also you'll have a solution. Option A is also nothing wrong, but option B covers more. But we have to change the language of the question. Okay, 11. Just apparently randomly I gave on third day this example only. I did not realize. Just randomly I try to make up something. That LHS is less than or equal to 1. Sign of something is always less than or equal to 1. And RHS is greater than or equal to 1. How is that? X square minus 2 root 3x plus 4. You can write x square minus 2 root 3x plus 3 plus 1. Which is x minus root 3 whole square plus 1. That is RHS is greater than or equal to 1. LHS is less than or equal to 1, RHS is greater than or equal to 1. If you want LHS should be equal to RHS, that is only possible when LHS is 1 and RHS is 1. There is no other way they can be equal. But we have to also see whether they can happen simultaneously. RHS is 1 only for x equal to root 3. And that is also fine for the LHS. Okay. LHS is 1 for many x values, but RHS is 1 only for one x value. Okay. So we have to take what is common to both. All right. So x equal to root 3 is the only answer. Is the only solution. Okay. So some questions we do by the standard formulas that we have, sin x equal to 0, sin x equal to sin alpha and all. Some questions are based on extreme values.
Sir, last line, what did you write, sir?
X equal to root 3 is the only solution.
No, sir, about that LHS is equal to R.
LHS equal to RHS implies LHS must be 1 and RHS must be 1. Is it okay for 11th question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Udalakshmi, are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell how to proceed with the 13th question?
Sir, can we find the range of LHS?
Yeah, we can find the range of LHS. Any other girls? This is girls reservation they want. Girls want some reservation, or at least they have reservation. Okay. All of you know, I don't know how much you know about it. In second year and when you are writing many exams, okay, JEE Mains, JEE Advanced and all that, I remember one year, there is one particular year, till that year, let us say JEE Mains application fees was for everybody 600 rupees or something, okay. From next year onwards, even till now, they made like this. For boys, it is 1000 rupees, for girls, it is 500 rupees. Okay, the increase for boys. I think boys are paying for girls' fees too. Okay. Many exams are like that. Okay. For girls, the fees is off. And I think as far as the central government exams are concerned, they can write any exam free later on for jobs and all that. They don't have to pay any fees. Okay, 13th question. Girls, anybody want to answer? Some idea, even if not complete answer. Meghavani and Samskriti Raut, Snigdha, and so many people are there. I cannot read them. Jayashree, Divya, Tanvishri. Anybody want to give any idea for 13th one? Taruna,
Sir,
Shilpa,
that book is in my room.
Okay, you want me to write a question? I can write it.
No need, sir.
cos pi root x into cos of pi root x minus 4 equal to 1. We have to find number of solutions.
One solution is x equal to 4, sir.
Yes, somebody said something.
One solution is x equal to 4, sir.
X equal to 4 is one solution, okay. Anyone want to tell LHS what is the range of LHS first of all? What is the maximum and what is the minimum?
Maximum 1.
And minimum? Okay, maximum 1 is correct. How when will the maximum is attained?
X equals to 4.
Okay, here we may not have a solution for one case, but you know, this alone maximum is 1, this alone maximum is 1, the total product maximum is 1. So if you want equal to 1, both should be 1. Not only that, both can be minus 1 also. Especially when you're multiplying, when this attains minimum, this attains minimum, the product can be maximum, especially when you're dealing with the negative numbers. Okay? So we know that minus 1 less than or equal to cos pi root x less than or equal to 1. And minus 1 less than or equal to cos pi root x minus, is it x minus 4 or 4 minus x? Sorry. X minus 4. Yeah, x minus 4 less than or equal to 1. Then because this is between minus 1 to 1, this is also between minus 1 to 1, the product cos pi root 2 into pi root x minus 4, that also should be between 1 and minus 1 only. I am not writing that this into this is minus 1 here. Okay, not that. Multiply these two also will get 1, multiply these two also will get maximum. If you want minimum, one of them will take maximum, one of them will take minimum, then the product will be minimum. Okay, especially when you take positive versus negative. So 1 into minus 1 or minus 1 into 1. They can also give another time question equal to minus 1, find solution also. Okay. Anyway, right now if you want equal to 1, there are two cases. So from this I can say cos pi root x is equal to 1 and cos pi root x minus 4 equal to 1. Other option, cos pi root x is equal to minus 1 and cos pi root x minus 4 equal to minus 1. This may not have a solution right now, but if I can change the slightly inside matter, the function, we can have a solution. But one should not see, this is obvious to see it, but you should also see this. Now for this, this should be even multiple and this also should be, that is pi root x should be 2n pi. And pi root x minus 4 also should be some 2m pi. I am not writing same n there because after all it should be a multiple of 2 pi, that should be a multiple of 2 pi, it not be same number. When I cancel pi, I'll get x is equal to 4n square, and here I'll get x is equal to 4m square plus 4. So same number, this should be an even number perfect square, also it should be some other even number perfect square plus 4. Is it possible to get integers like that? Okay, n is an integer, m is an integer. Okay, for example, if I take root x is equal to k here and some other L here, when I square and subtract, difference of the two squares should be basically 4. Let us equate these two, both x should come same. Instead of guessing 4, we are trying to write general. Okay, 4n square is equal to 4m square plus 4. Cancel 4 everywhere, you will get n square minus m square equal to 1. Difference of two numbers square should be 1. How many ways are there? you take any integer, square it, the difference of the two squares should be 1.
1 0 minus 1 0.
But squares cannot be negative. We are taking out n value. I can say I think n square must be 1, m square must be 0. There is no other, because if you take perfect squares 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, so on. Out of all the squares of the integer, or if you want difference of the squares to be 1, there is only one case, that is 1 and 0 only. There is no other case, right?
Yes, sir.
If they would have given, let us say they would have given some 3 here. For example, they removed 4 and they would have written 12 there. They would have given 12, root x minus 12. I would have written 12 here. There is 12 here. I would have got 3. 3 is possible only, 4 minus 1. There is no other way. Okay. If they would have given, let us say 48 there, then I would have got 12 here. And 12, I think only 16 minus 4. That is the only way to get difference of two perfect squares. Okay. Even if not, okay, I can tell this is 1 very easily like this. If not, you can factorize this and write n plus m into n minus m is equal to 1. This is an integer equal to 1. Product of two integers equal to 1. How many? What is the way to write? Both are 1 or both are minus 1. There is no other way, right? Because this should be divisor of 1, this should be divisor of 1, and divisor of 1 is 1 or minus 1. If you take both are equal to 1, you will get n equal to 1, m equal to 0. When you take both are equal to minus 1, you get n equal to minus 1 and m equal to 0. Again, same thing. Okay. So, it is not just guessing 4. We are thoroughly proving that there is no other solution other than 4. Because if n square is 1 and m square is 0, when you put that, you will get x is equal to 4. Okay. One may say, do we have some solution for the second one? Just 1 minute, we will stop this with this one. Okay, we all can guess easily that 4 is the answer, because cos 0 is 1 and cos 0 is 1, cos 2 pi is 1. Apart from that, we are checking in general, is there any other general solution or more? Coming to this, pi root x should be, if you want cos value should be minus 1, it will be 2 pi plus pi. That is 2n pi plus pi. And here pi root x minus 4. What happened?
You wrote 4 root x, sir, pi root x.
Oh, pi root x, so thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it should be a multiple of 2 pi plus pi. Here also same. When I cancel, I'll get root x is equal to 2n plus 1. Root x minus 4 equal to 2m plus 1. Basically, this is an odd number, this is an odd number. When I square and subtract, okay, I'll be getting 2n plus 1 whole square minus 2m plus 1 whole square equal to 4. Okay, like here I got here. Square of odd numbers, difference should be 4. Is it possible? If we take squares of odd numbers, it will be only 1, 9, 25 and 30, no, 49, so on. It is not possible. If they would have given some other number, it may be possible, but not this one. For example, they can give 16 here and 24 here or something like that. So no solution. It is not possible. Okay, this is also another possible case to consider, but it's not possible. Basically, another way of saying the same thing without writing all these things is, we understood that both should be 1. So, and x should be minimum 4, because otherwise less than 4, this will not be defined. If we take x equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, so on, you will realize when this is an integer multiple of pi, this is not an integer multiple of pi. When this is an integer multiple of pi, this is not an integer multiple of pi. Or both are not integer multiples of pi. So, other than 4, in the future you will never get this is also integer multiple of pi, this is also this even integer multiple of pi and even integer multiple of pi we don't get. Is it alright, 13?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please copy this and then you can take break. Please understand, tomorrow you have to at least half of the IP exercise of trigonometric equation you have to try. And tomorrow first we'll discuss those doubts. You can ask any doubts freely, and after that, if time is there, we'll continue this advanced material. Thank you.